Let's go back to Corey Shepherd, the bridesmaid. He's come number 2 just about every race this year. Is it every race he's come P2? What did he come in race number 2? I think that's the only one I've got a question
He won race 2 because everyone got each other out. But Corey Shepherd, P1.
He's gone through. He wasn't mucking around. A 104.84 though, only by 1/100th of a second. So that's very, very close. As Jordan Ross time down as the race is underway and we are now getting started. It means we are going to have 1 lap already completed under safety car to start things off. So we'll only be 56 laps of full race speed, depending on whether we get a second safety car. Which are we going to double or nothing at Norrie? We're going to lay it down. Double or nothing. We get a second safety car.
No, I'm a wise gambler. I'm going to take my money and go home. But James Scott is leading this one, and it looks like it's a pretty smooth start. We should do single file restarts more often. This is awesome.
Yeah, I do like it. I think it's fantastic. It's a good way to get things underway, and you can get right up behind him. Mind you, James Scott, what a shot that is as they start to make their way onto the main straight already. They come around, complete their first flying lap. Scott's still leading this one. Shepherd behind there, and then it's back to Briggs, Rudd, Ross, Dodd, and Johnston, Loxton, Taliancic and Stokes to round out your top 10. A little bit of dirt there. Let's see where Shepherd comes out. I think he will stay in front, but we'll have to have a look at the difference between him and James Scott. Will he come out in traffic? The Mr. Antenna car that is, you know, we joke about him having the bridesmaid dress on because he has had 5 second place finishes and 1 win. He has followed James Scott all the way home. He will see a little bit of traffic in front of him too, which is going to make it hard for him to get by. It looks like Knight, who has not come in yet, so that's probably one good thing as he goes in. And is that James Scott in the pits, is it?
Yes.
Number 1, Brett Loxton will take the lead of this race in the Xavier Racing entry. So Loxton now leads the race at the moment. Freer in second. That's a big up from him last week. He's currently up there in second. Brian Borg in third at the moment, but they have not gone into the pits yet. So wait for this to reset itself as we start to see all the cars entering the pits. Lap 32, not too many laps left, but here we go. James Scott is leading us in the Logitech G Autos Esports car. Adam Briggs got the jump over Corey Shepherd in the pit stop strategy, and the simrigs.com DPR car is in number 2. Corey Shepherd drops down to 3 in the Premier Racing Team car, but we know he's quick. You know, he can probably, it could be a little bit faster. Mind you, looking at the times there, he does have a couple of attempts on his best lap. So Corey Shepherd's just going to have to hold in there and see what he can do. Jordan Roth is up. Briggsy's dropped back. What's happened to Briggsy? He was in second, and now I'm showing Briggsy coming in 5th. Here we go. Is this Briggs? This is a replay up on screen. What happened to Adam Briggs? He comes down to 2. Is this where, big lock up and slides it out? That's nice, though. Look, he's relinquished a couple of positions, but that is probably a good outcome for him because anything could happen there. We just saw what happened with that. Well, it's almost pushing out to a 5-second gap. At this point, I think Corey Shepherd, he has another 9-second gap back to Ross. He doesn't want to do anything silly either. He needs to take home the silverware. But the gold looks like it's going to go back to James Scott for round number 6 here at Oran Park, the historic Oran Park. And your winner here for race 181 in the AOSC history at Oran Park will be James Scott in the Logitech G Autos Esports Commodore. Once again, Corey Shepherd, the Mr. Antenna Premier Racing Team car in P2. Then it's Jordan Ross gets 3. Man who is, well, Corey, you just joined us in the commentary box. Bridesmaid's dress again this week, mate. Number 2 behind James Scott. No surprise there. It seems to be a regular thing at the moment.
Yeah, had a lot of second places, but it was going to be real tricky at the end had Adam not made his mistake and gone off at turn 1 because it's so hard to pass around here.
Yeah, it is a hard track to pass around, especially off the racing line. We know it gets a little bit bumpy there. What were some of your challenges coming into Oran Park? Is there any sort of particular section on the track that was hard to get the car set up for?
Not really, more just keeping it smooth and not going sideways everywhere because there's a lot of bumps and it's very easy to do that, so just had to keep it calm and get a nice flow going on and put down some decent laps.
Yeah, mate, and you did that. I mean, it's all about coming home, isn't it, at the end, like you say. Unfortunately for Adam Briggs, a big lock up there on turn number 2 gave you an opportunity. But the Mr. Antenna car, it's all working with the guys there, I suppose. Brian Borg and the Premier Racing Team, you having a great time with them?
Yeah, definitely. It's awesome.
Well, mate, anyone you need to thank, the 718 on the podium again, get the silverware.
Yeah, I'd like to thank my sponsor, Mr. Antenna, all the guys at Premier Racing Team, and you guys put on the broadcast.
Mate, I'm sure we will be talking to you very shortly. Sonoma Cup next week. Have you done many laps there?
Not really. Sonoma's kind of a new track for me. I think I've only been there once, but it sounds good.
Mate, it's going to be a fantastic round number 7. Can't thank you for your time tonight, and look forward to seeing whether you can knock James off his number 1 perch next week.
Hopefully, we'll see.
Yeah, we will see, mate. That's your number 2 there, Corey Shepherd, the Mr. Antenna car, all thanks to a Premier Racing team. And number 2 on the podium again tonight. A great guy and doing very well in a lot of series around the sim racing world. Watch out for him, young guy with a lot of talent, and we'll see exactly what happens. And another guy that shows a fair bit of talent, and he's had himself a lucky night.